Ladies and gentlemen, this is UX and this is the worst internet gun fails by the channel Brandon Herrera. This was a weird request. Usually nobody requests this, but yeah, what the hell. Let's do this one.
I spoke too soon. Yes, you did. Astute. What is up, you sexy YouTube mother lovers? Guns are awesome. Idiots are not. Unfortunately.
Wait a minute. Is he an American? If that's the case, that is surprising that he's an AK guy. Or maybe I just get that wrong. I don't know. I mean, I know in the United States, way too many people are gun enthusiasts. So why not be an AK enthusiast? But I always assume that there will be like more M16 and, you know, that type of gun, American guns, rather than Russian ones like AK. But I don't know. Yeah, they have AKs in the background.
There are some times where the two intersect, and it can lead to some catastrophic results. However, it's occasionally very funny. And sometimes, idiots and guns together are a self-correcting problem. Hence, why we're calling this segment the Darwin Awards, or some, you know, unique gun fails that you guys have sent in. Last week I asked you, I went to Twitter, that's my Twitter handle there, I've actually started to use it. 2020 is getting scarier and scarier. I asked you guys to send me your favorite gun fail videos, and you guys didn't disappoint. So let's look through a couple of these. I brought a couple of my own to the table, and we are going to see who is going to win the Darwin Award. Now, of course, when you win a so-called Darwin Award, you're, of course, referring to Charles Darwin, origin of species, that whole deal, father of evolution. You're removing yourself from the gene pool, of which the genes that led you to winning that award are no longer a problem to anybody else. So let's see who our lucky winners are. Okay, I've seen this one. This one's been on the internet for like...
By the way, I know it's a way of thinking, but obviously that's the problem. You can't remove yourself from the gene pool like that. So yeah, future generations are going to be affected.
10, 15 years. As long as YouTube's been around. Another nice Appalachian American. Doing what we do best and putting up a camera, shooting stuff. He has a hang fire, his gun hasn't gone off.
Oh, the hell's wrong with you? What the hell's wrong with you?
That's why you don't do that. Luckily, he still has a head attached. That could have easily gone poorly. Oh god, yeah, that's the hat. Okay, so...
Oh my god. I'm not a gun guy, right? I mean, you know, I can't even buy guns here. But even I know you don't do that shit. That's like one of those rules about guns. Like, if you want to handle a gun, don't point it towards anyone, let alone yourself, like that. Right? You don't just fucking, you know, do that, especially with your own. That's just fucked up.
A teachable moment. This is why there are multiple rules of firearm safety. And usually to have an accident, you need to violate several of them at one time. One of the biggest one is never point your weapon at anything you're not willing to destroy, which in this case is your fucking forehead. Pretty much never a good idea to be looking down the barrel of your gun, at least while the gun is assembled. Much less when there's a live round in the chamber and you're trying to figure out what the problem is, because, spoiler alert, if you fix it, you're gonna win a Darwin Award. So I am very glad this guy is okay though, although he's been laughed at by millions and millions of people. Time to thank today's sponsor for this.
Yeah, first of the pointing thing. Even in the movies and the games, people show that, you know, soldiers and whatever trained people are all constantly pointing wherever they go somewhere, right? Even if they're not trying to search a place or something. If you're searching a place, it's understandable. But when you're not searching a place, you're just going point A to point B and they're just pointing. No, that's not, you know, no soldiers point like that. They always keep it lower like that. If they're going to point, it's probably for the shooting, right? So the pointing at people's faces, pointing, that's just ridiculous. Why would you look like that, right? Oh, it's not going to go off. You don't know that.
Video. Sportsman's Guide. Are you not like these guys and actually a responsible gun owner, like the rest of us? Gee, I sure do hope so, because that way, you could head on down to Sportsman's Guide. Sportsman's Guide's a bunch of cool man stuff, outdoors, camping, military surplus, guns, ammunition. If people still have any ammunition anywhere anymore, help. They're a big supporter of the channel, have been for a while, so if you want to follow the link and give them some love, the link is in the description and in the pinned comment. It would help us out because it helps them out. Anyway, let's see some idiots. So we have a nice police officer here. It's called Cop Accidentally Shoots Himself While Testing 38 caliber handgun.
How?
And
a cop?
I'm cringing already because I obviously the title lets you know the punchline. Yeah, and there you
my
go.
God.
Mm,
Did he lost?
Actually,
Did he
backing
lost
that
the
up
fingers?
a little bit. Backing that up a little bit. The worst part about this is because you know what's going to happen. He's just openly flagging everyone with what we now know as a loaded firearm.
Look those people there.
Like a lot of people, including police officers, get complacent and they're around firearms a lot. You know, wow, we know what we're doing, and yeah, just because you have passed the police academy and you carry a gun does not mean you're immune to the rules of firearm safety. Whereas this guy, he racked around and it apparently was a loaded magazine. That shouldn't be happening anyway. But he pointed it, when he was testing the trigger, pointed it directly at, looked like down the palm of his hand, and received the special prize inside. Never point your firearm at something you're not willing to destroy, including your hands. Prosthetics are not that cool yet. We don't have the neat Anakin Skywalker hands like I was promised when I was a kid watching episode 2. So, yeah, that kind of blows. Of course, I've seen this one too. Everybody saw this one float.
Oh no, it's a Magnum.
Both your hands are going to sit on the left-hand side of the pistol. You're going to lock out both your arms. You're going to push with your right and pull with your left. Focus on that front sight tip. Now, if you want on this 44 Magnum, you can shoot it single action.
Don't do that. What the hell?
Did you mean to do that?
Yeah. You gotta love his confidence. Do you mean to do that? Yeah. Man, I feel like this is turning into a firearm safety PSA. Another rule, on top of don't point it at anything you're not willing to destroy, is always keep your finger off of the trigger until you're ready to fire. So he was demonstrating how if you pull back the hammer on a revolver like this one, it actually lightens the trigger dramatically, which makes it, a little bit easier to shoot. Unfortunately, it makes it very easy to shoot accidentally. Now, with the recoil on that, especially since he was not anticipating it, because I don't think he meant to fire a shot. No, excuse me, of course he did. Absolutely. Absolutely, he meant to plug around through the ceiling. Because of the recoil, it snapped back, and it looked like for a few frames there it was pointed directly at like his head or neck, which, for those watching at home, is a problem. But, however, he got very lucky and did.
Well, I mean, something like 44 Magnum, I think that's what he's using there. We have to pull back, it's not, if it's not pulled back, right, it's not gonna shoot it that easily with the trigger, even if you're like this, right? It's not that kind of a, quick trigger. But still, why was his hand like this and he pulled back the trigger, right? It's a Magnum, it would have a massive kick, right? So, I don't know how he just didn't hit himself and just knock himself out.
Didn't end up doming himself, thereby becoming a winner of the Darwin Award. Alright, so this next one is coming from a library of excellent, high-quality entertainment, also known as World Star Hip Hop.
Right, bro, you like,
What?
man, bro, you need to clean that hoe. Man, I looked at myself.
You need to clean that hoe. Ooh, check that out!
No.
I spoke too soon.
I just saw myself.
Yes, you did.
Every time somebody pulls the, I'm not, it's
So
gonna
backing
go off.
that up a little bit before what we can actually show you, without YouTube getting mad at us. When I said right off the bat, I'm like, hey, looky there. He's referring to when you have to clean that hoe. To disassemble a Glock, you actually have to have the trigger pulled, or else, because you have to pull down on the two tabs on the slide, or the side of the frame, as you push forward, and you can't do that unless the trigger's already been depressed. Now, a key component of that
Not
is
have a bullet.
assuming you're going to drop the magazine and check to make sure the chamber is empty before pointing it at your leg, your kneecap. Because when I said, hey, looky there,
kneecap.
he's pulling the slide back just enough to show you that there is a live round in the chamber. So this is excellent filmmaking. We get to see, the audience, what the character does not, which is a 115 grain freedom pill that is about to not give him a Darwin Award, but definitely some things to think about.
Yeah, filmed by
during
Quentin
a long
Tarantino.
Therapy-filled recovery. I hope this gentleman is all right, and I hope he learned a valuable lesson. Go back and watch
Man,
this
bro, you need to clean that hoe. Man, I looked at myself, I said, hold on, let me see my shit. You hear me?
I shouldn't. And it is at this point that I've realized I have a very dark sense of humor and have been completely desensitized to most of what the internet has to offer. And I'm hungry now.
It's not really dark sense of humor, right? I'm pretty sure nobody died there. And if, people are just being idiot around the guns. I mean, guns are one of the top things that people think of when they think of dangerous things. And if you just mess around with things, shoot your own self, I mean, it's hard not to laugh at that point, because, you know, you can't feel that much sorry for the guy, right? Like, you should have known better. It's not really dark sense of humor at that point.
Bitch!
Kentucky police officers out of the hospital and
This is
recovering
some
this
news
morning
footage.
after
Off-duty
shooting
cop accidentally shoots himself in
in
the
an
elevator.
by accident. It happened on camera at a parking garage. in
Oh my
Cincinnati.
god, what the fuck?
Harold drew its
Yeah.
weapon
No, not the
off as
donuts.
He tried to put it away. The bullet bounced off the elevator wall and hit the officer in the stomach. He had just gone out
What?
to dinner with his wife.
Stomach. It ricocheted, okay.
Yeah, that was fucked up. So one thing that's not abundantly clear to me is why he was in an elevator in a parking garage,
He's just like,
fumbling around with a loaded weapon
Yeah.
out of a holster.
what is it, John Wick?
That is not abundantly clear to me.
And doesn't it have a safety? Was that
Yeah,
Glock?
It said it bounced off, like the elevator wall, which, what the fuck is that made of? Anyway, they said it bounced off the wall and hit him in the stomach, which, man, this one's weird. Because it sure as shit just looks like he shoots himself in the stomach. I don't know about you guys. Oh, well, I'll probably leave the link for this one in the description, because we probably can't show that actual part on, you know, they get a little mad about that. Luckily, I believe he's alright, but
Yeah, but doesn't he, you know, try to pull from the side? He can't shoot himself in the stomach from this, right? He has to go in the top, I guess. I don't know.
this is just a lot of things. This is complacency. This is pointing your weapon at something you're not willing to destroy. I'm sure dinner wasn't that bad. Why the fuck are you fumbling with a loaded weapon anyway? Not super clear about that. It's like he's going to put it away, but it's like, yes, why was it out? I
It's in
see
the
absolutely
side.
no reason to draw your weapon from a holster, especially while he's got a bunch of other stuff going on, like he's holding the donuts, which party foul. Also, since he's a cop on this one, I feel obligated to say, of course he has a thing of donuts. But I am glad he is okay. He did not actually receive a Darwin Award for this one. He made a full recovery, although I am very puzzled.
Now to that alarming video of an off-duty FBI agent whose gun went off.
So this one I have
person
seen before
while He
too.
was showing off his moves on the dance floor. ABC's Clayton.
Oh, that never gets any better.
This morning, the FBI says it's reviewing.
He shoot it after
I bet
picking
they
it
are
up.
reviewing this incident.
Nightclub dancing the
Dude.
night away until his gun gets away. Watch as the agent goes for
And I like
I'm
the
not gonna lie,
flash too.
Homeboy has got moves.
floor and firing.
That one, they just got the muzzle flash. That almost
Yeah.
looks like it was added afterward. That was like a perfect cartoon, picture perfect muzzle.
Yeah,
flash.
seriously, look at that.
So the shitty part about a Darwin Award is it's supposed to be like a self-correcting problem. You're supposed to win it yourself, not win it for someone else. Kind of defeats the purpose. But this was too good of a clip not to use. As much as this was a horrifically irresponsible thing to do all the way around, because it didn't even go off when it hit the floor. It went off when he went to go pick it up in a hurry
Yeah.
and he pulled the trigger. Not cash money.
So when the gun dropped, what is he, an FBI agent? Like he said. So when the gun dropped, he picked it up with the finger going inside the trigger area, right? Not like some, you know, from the handle just to pick it up. No, but, you know, pick it up like you're about to shoot or something. Why did he put his finger anywhere near the trigger if you just wanna, you know, I guess pull it up?
At all. Horrifically irresponsible. But he was fucking getting it. I forget how that one ended. I forget if there was whatever became of the incident as far as what the FBI did about that, because I could see why they would not be pleased. But
Yeah.
after that dancing, they might have given him a
It's a
fucking
bad
promotion.
PR. They're not gonna be
Alright,
cool.
so far in this video, we don't have any actual winners of a Darwin Award. Did you hear that, YouTube? Nobody's gotten seriously hurt on camera. But because of that, I feel like we need a little bit more to make this video work. So I instead have pulled up what somebody had sent in, a gun weapons fail compilation. Sounds right up our alley. Let's just go through this one together.
Ooh, the kickback.
Ooh, instant.
Die. That's bad.
Holy shit, what just happened?
Yeah, what was that? Did ammo fire on itself? What the fuck? What was that? Oh no.
God damn it, Bobby.
Okay, seriously, how are the guns are just falling and shooting, right? I thought, you know, I didn't know guns were that easy to fire, right? The triggers are pulling way too easily just by dropping and things like that. I thought, you know, whenever somebody sold something like that in the movie, I thought like this is some kind of exaggeration. Like surely the shooting of a gun is not that easy, right? But if it's just rifle falls and it's gonna shoot, damn.
It's not funny.
Did you hit your...
Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, at least it didn't shoot. This is classic. There's way too many comparisons with this one.
I just fucking shot myself.
Classic.
Yeah.
Shit.
Kill me!
Alright?
Hey, it's a Saiga. That wasn't too bad. She did good. Oh, what the hell? I see this one too. No, 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 sweetheart.
Oh, sorry. Fuck! Hurry! Relax.
And pulled up.
I think she's like, honey, relax. Yeah, relax. It's not like gun's gonna go on its off, right? It's not like I'm gonna pull the trigger. That has never happened in the past.
Keep your fingers off the trigger.
Probably flash my guns around a little bit. Ooh. Dude, my mom's gonna kill me. Oh my god.
Acting all gangster.
KO. I want to go to the range with these guys.
Whoa, fucking shit.
What happened?
You use
See, the fucked up thing is anytime somebody tries to, you know, pull it out of a holster, if the holster's not that good, right? Obviously, when you're gonna pull it up, you're gonna put your finger in, which I don't think you should do when you're trying to pull out. Because if your finger is in it and some kind of a resistance come in, right, and it's just gonna pull the trigger like that. That's why lots of people are trying to pull it out, shoot themselves in the foot.
an AR-15.
Are you okay?
Oh, that was heavy.
Ooh, that one. Ooh, that had speed to it.
Oh, the eye.
Pirate. That's America to me. And that's Russia. Wow, okay. Well, that was an adventure. Hopefully this was entertaining for you guys, as well as gave you a lot to think about as far as firearm safety and the fact that, you know, playing with guns isn't always just fun games. And I am aware of how ridiculous that sounds coming from me. But, to paraphrase Uncle Ben, with great firepower comes great responsibility. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. We're looking at doing it again. If this is a format that you guys like, we might, you know, keep this kind of a running gig. So if you want to follow me over at Twitter and at Real...
Yeah, so the gun... Okay, really, gun fail comparisons are basically the backbone of YouTube. I didn't know that, alright. But yeah, gun fails. Yeah, it's one thing to laugh, but it's really fucking dangerous, right? And people mishandling them is just scary. Like, okay, before you buy guns, there should be some kind of, I don't know, training or something. Like telling them basic rules, like don't fucking point the barrel at yourself or anyone that you don't want to shoot, right? Something like that. And obviously how to pull out from your holster so you don't shoot yourself. That is one of the most common things yet. Right, people, that was the worst internet gun fails by the channel Brandon Herrera. If you like my reaction, do for like, subscribe, check out the reaction, there's a link in the description. Comment if you want to react to any specific video, and yeah, I'll see you next time.